mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up. Do it 1,000 times again. Yes, I'll rise up. I'll rise like the waves. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you. For you. For you. Silence season, who I am, and you feel like it's getting hard to breathe. You feel like you're dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. Yes, I'll rise up. I'll rise like the waves. I'll rise up. I'll rise in spite of the ache. I'll rise. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you. For you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other. For that we have each other. And I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise. I'll rise like the American, the definition. American. An American, oh my goodness, a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginal copper color races found here by Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of European born in America. American must always exalt pride and patriotism, so the definition says, but Americans come from none other than Africa. And we was talking about Africa, Morocco, and the other places of the world, and how they connect to ancient Africa
Africa and Egypt and other places of the world. So now we're going to show the actual connection and show you how Africans and Americans are one. And it's not just the term African American, but it is the spirituality of being an African born here in America and understanding of who we are as a people. To make it clear of the confusion Europeans have caused, let's verify their terms, laws, meanings, and actions and atrocities committed onto brown-skinned colored people. The laws of modern day history, where we see that a Negro is nothing more than a slave, is a lie, and that a black man is a slave is a lie. Now we come from a people of slavery only is a lie. From here, by the definition of a Negro describes a black man descended from the African race, and the confusion commonly occurs when you see definitions where it says does not commonly include mulattoes, and the laws in different states are not uniform in this respect. And some of these states include the description of a Negro as one who has 1/8 or more of African blood. And then they go on to say that the Negro means necessarily a person of color, but not necessarily every person of color is a Negro. So there lies the confusion and how Europeans have whitewashed black history and whitewashed black consciousness down so that they can confuse our people from the states, from the islands, and within Africa itself with their nonsense. And we just review how modern day American history show definition as a Native American is originally applied to the Aboriginal, colored people and races. So we know for certain 100%, not just by our own heritage, but even by what they know for certain that brown skinned people are the original people of Africa and the original people of America, and the original people of Africa and America were not slaves. So to say that we, to be a Negro is to be a slave or to be an African, that's not true. That's to be a free person and to know that you come from a great history where the ancients, the dark-skinned our ancestors created a very valuable civilization, culture, and system designed for us to thrive. They may be able to color in between the lines, but I'm going to keep it 100% with you. And the definition that they give you by colored common usage in America in this term is such phrases as colored persons, colored race, colored men, and things that they use to designate Negro persons of the African race, including all persons of mixed blood descended from Negro ancestry. But then it goes on to note where you see that the state and constitution provided for separate schools for the white and colored races. The term white race was held to be limited to the Caucasian race, and the term colored race to embrace all other races. This is how they get you caught up with this nonsense. And note how it's used against you in the court of law, where it says it is held. There is no legal or technical significance to the phrase colored, to which a court is judicially bound. So they don't have to honor, obligate anything to a colored person, because on the books it's Negro, it's American, it's African. And they go on to whitewash us as just dumb us down as black people. But let's go on, and it goes on to say a black person, according in their constitution and laws, must be taken in its generic sense as a contradistinguished from white. So it's separate from the white race. And this is how they dumb us down, and dumb us down to be the black people that they have in definition for us is to be brown skin, and they subjected us to this brown skin black race and name and title because their definition of us is as of, blacks in America is as black, as bleak, as pale, as, livid, and, all of these things, and to be one and all of this thing is not a good definition. And this is how they dumb us down to become whitewashed, to become pale, to turn ourselves into this white history, white culture, and to become blackened. And this is the definition, not just by meaning by color, but also by consciousness and spirituality, and it's connected to a whole bunch of other root definitions outside of just color of skin. For more ways to understand the history, we continue to use the facts. As for the word nigger and niggerita, from which Negro comes, you can see more information on it as reading Sir William Smith Dictionary of the Greek and Roman Geography, Volume 2, page 429, as well as pages 296 and 297. Also see Journal Royal Society, Volume 2, page 1 through 28, published year 1832 by William N. Leake. See Rufus Dunkind, The Nigger, page 16 and 144, and Jeru Macy, A Book of the Beginnings, Volume 3, page 610. For the Origin of Ethiopia, see Volume 1, page 36. Note that there is the history that black and colored, on the other hand, have no historic meaning whatsoever to African peoples. If you look at the definition from an Anglo-Saxon perspective, it has the most horrible meanings. And you can see any large dictionary that is related to the word color. And if you refer to it in the Latin, it's to conceal and to cover up and to paint a thing other than its true light. So you see the sheer ignorance of people to decry the word Negro, because in America, a free African was subject to Jim Crow laws that marked them as colored, contradistinguishing and separating them from white citizens and taking away their rights. However, an African is a free man and woman. So we want justice, and we want to change our TV, our books, and everything, our intellect and our consciousness. So pay attention to this next slide that's coming up, because in the next one we're going to go into a lot of African history that's going to correlate and connect into American history.